You double, triple check that you have the proper items in your inventory. The meal you just ate invigorates your resolve. As you step past the gates, you hear the bellow of a mighty trumpet signaling the start of your adventure. The hunt has begun. Monster Hunter truly stands out as one of the most unique and rewarding experiences I've had the pleasure of playing. Every battle with a new beast, exhilarating, and every victory all the more satisfying. It has easily become one of the few game series that I crave for the next iteration. I can still remember buying Freedom Unite on a whim when I used to work at a now closed electronics stores years ago. I almost never tried it out either because of varying reviews and comments I had heard putting down the title. Nonetheless, I decided to give it a try. It was the very first PSP title I ever owned, one that opened me to a whole new challenging world where all I could rely on were my reflexes and wit, and of my annoying cat sidekick that ventured with me on each and every new journey to slay a new monster. I recall putting over 400 hours into that game, and when I discovered that new titles were being developed, my excitement for new lands and monsters to hunt reached a peak. I realized that Monster Hunter had become a special series for me. Whenever a new installment released, I picked it up. I even went to the lengths of importing the PS3 HD port of the never-released Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, braving the Japanese menus and text to experience another title. There's no hiding my love for the series. A few years back, there was a rumor that a PC Monster Hunter title was being developed in China using the Crytek 3 engine. I couldn't believe a new title was being made with high-resolution graphics. When I found out that there was no plans for the Western release, my hopes of ever playing it smashed to the ground. Fast forward to today, where my patience and stubbornness have driven me to. As of December 2015, Monster Hunter Online went into open beta, and the tenaciousness of other hunters like myself have guided me into a whole new world of Monster Hunter adventures. So with much delight, I hope you all enjoy the new series I'm bringing to the channel. Come join me as I take on giant beasts in Monster Hunter Online. Welcome, hunters, to the very first episode of Helix's Wild Hunts. Now, since this is the very first episode of this series, I'm going to talk a little bit how this game works. If you've never tried a Monster Hunter, then this will give you a little insight on how the game actually runs and works and what kind of things you can expect in the series that you're going to be watching. Now, I already created my character. I've already actually finished going through majority of the tutorial missions. It is in full Chinese, Monster Hunter Online, so be warned that it's not really going to rely heavily on seeing what people are talking about. It's going to mostly focus on the hunts themselves. Whenever these episodes come out, we're just going to be looking at different new monsters to hunt, different events that might be happening on the game, and go from there. There's really not much story in the Monster Hunter series, even in the most recent titles that have come out on the DS. The way it works is really just hunting big bad monsters, making really cool weapons and armor out of their body parts. So just be aware that that's how this series is going to work. Here is just a little quick sample of how the character creation screen looked like when I was making my character. I've already gone through and I'm already a few levels into it, so we're just going to skip ahead. I just wanted to show you guys how it looked because it is a really cool character creation tool. It's not as customizable as other character creation screens in other video games, but it looks amazing, and really you're going to be most of the time looking at your character covered in armor. So here's my character after all has been said and done, and he is level 5. Currently I'm using the sword and shield because I'm still learning the game. I'm still trying to figure out how I can switch to a different style of weapon, so for now we're going to be using the sword and shield. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so welcome to Monster Hunter Online. So this is actually the main hub where most players will be interacting and running around. And here is where we actually get all our missions and quests from, and then we go out and start hunting. For the first episode here, let's go hunting first the Giadrome, and then we'll move on to the Caeserber. So I already have it selected. So let's go hunting. Alright, so the way Monster Hunter works is you're basically put into an instance, a full map where you have to go find the monster, track it down, and then hunt it. It's not really complicated, it just takes some time getting used to if you've never played any of the games in the series before. Here I'm just going to be grabbing some of the included provisions. So this is actually potions to heal you. Other times you'll have to make sure you manage this and bring your own because they might not actually include some of these. Now, one big thing compared to other Monster Hunter games is that this game runs with the Crytek 3 engine. I actually downloaded the HD patch to get even better graphics on it as well. So as you can tell, this game looks incredible compared to all the other Monster Hunter games before. Oh, it looks like I found the main bad guy here. Here we go. So I'm gonna go throw a paintball on him. So this is the Giadrome. So he's one of the very first monsters, and since this is the start of the series, I hope you understand that it's probably not going to be too exciting in terms of the monsters that we're going to fight right away, since it is just starting at the beginning. Oh. So, monsters will have a lot of different attack patterns. Giadrome likes to summon a lot of help to kind of back him up, these little tiny raptors. He'll summon more eventually here too. Between attacks, what I like to do, and a good strategy, is make sure that you sheathe your weapons so that way you can run around the monster and get close to start attacking. There's no lock-on like most other Monster Hunters. You really have to base this off of aiming and hoping that you're going to hit him. See, like I missed there big time. And there too. These fights probably won't take too long since they are kind of the weaker monsters at the start. Oh, he's already running away. So as you can see on the map, we're in Zone 1, he's now in Zone 3, so I just gotta sheathe and run over there. So we're now at a new map, he's already summoning more help. One of my favorite weapons that I like to use in other Monster Hunter games is the Greatsword and the Great Hammer. I like the weight of some of the weapons. I'm getting hit a few times here. It's nothing too serious, so I'm not going to bother healing yet, and I'll show you, I guess, when I start needing some help. Alright, so he's knocked down here. Sometimes you can actually trip the monsters that you're fighting here and then get a few easy hits in. Ooh, got a good hit there on his head. You don't get to see health or hit points that you're doing on the monster. In this game, you can actually set it to show the damage numbers, but I actually prefer not to do that since many Monster Hunter games... Actually, I've never seen that actually happen in any other Monster Hunter game. This is actually the first Monster Hunter game I've seen that shows hit points as you're attacking the creatures. Okay, now that warning there, if you look at the top left, that means that I need to sharpen my weapon because now my damage is going to go down. So I'm going to go try and get a sharpen here before... Oh, no, I'm probably going to get hit here. Oh, yeah, didn't get sharpen it. You have to try to find your openings so that way you can actually get your weapon kept as sharp as possible. Okay, looks like the monster might be running away here. No, he's still attacking the cat. Alright, perfect. So now my weapon, it's not the best weapon since it's just a starter here, but it gets dull very fast. Another cool thing I want to point out, in this game, it's the first Monster Hunter that really focuses also on an actual level up system. So as you can see, I'm level 9 currently. And the way this game works compared to the other games is that you actually get the opportunity to level up your character, but it also puts little restrictions before you can actually wear certain weapons and armor. It has no effect on scaling stats or anything like that. Monster Hunter really isn't about scaling your character's level, more so... Oh, crap. Ooh, I need to heal. That was not a good hit. It's more so about equipping the right sets of armor and weapons to suit your needs. Oh, my cat healed me. So that's a good thing about the cat minions. They can actually help you out here. So you'll get all your different boosts and stats strictly from the weapon and armor that you're wearing. And there we go! So we just finished hunting the Giadrome. We just defeated him, and now we get to carve him. And this is another big mechanic of the game is, what we get our weapons and armor from is from hunting these big bad monsters. So I'm just going to carve him up 3 times since he's a smaller monster. I don't think it'll give me a 4th carve. And I don't know exactly what pieces I'm getting. Whenever you're going to go craft the weapon and armor at the armor smith, you actually get to see how many pieces you have of that item that you need for crafting that material. There's going to be a little bit of a delay here before it goes, sends us back to the main hub, so what I like to do is try to collect as much stuff as I can before I get sent back home. Okay, so there's the countdown on the left-hand side. If you see, it says 6, 5, 4... Okay, it's going to count down, so I'm going to try to get some herbs here. Quest clear! We did our first hunt. Not bad, it was very easy. And in Monster Hunter Online, it shows you a little bit of an image of when you actually defeated the monster, too. So here, it's pretty much like the other Monster Hunters. It shows you that you have defeated a monster that is this size right there. And you get to find out if you've defeated bigger monsters or smaller versions. Like, you'll start seeing that difference. And I got the best reward for it too. So here is extra stuff and carvings that you get from defeating the monster. So I'm assuming I got 2 heads of the Giadrome. Probably these look like fangs, and this is like the pelt. Here is bones, and I don't know what this one is. This one is like, I think, bit larger bones, and this one might be small monster bone. Here is herbs, so that those are the things that I was collecting, and this looks like a bug. So it's very similar to other Monster Hunters. Even though I can't read Chinese or Mandarin, I can still kind of get an idea of what I'm looking at here. I don't know what this is yet. I still haven't learned. I think you just pick one, and then you get an extra item. So, sure. Now, one very important thing that you always want to do after you come back from a hunt is that you want to manage your inventory. And here, it's a little bit different. I thought that normally, I was trying to actually figure this out for a little while, but I was trying to go on the blue box here. Normally, you would just be able to select it in any other Monster Hunter game and then start putting items in it. But you have to actually talk to this NPC here who's kind of covered by other players. You'll see him in a second. This guy. He actually lets you manage your inventory. And here, if I show you, you'll see that I already have a lot of other pieces that I've been collecting. The best part about this too is that when you go to craft items, you'll actually be able to craft items directly from your inventory here. You don't have to actually carry it in your pouch that you have with you, so that's the best part about there. So I'm just gonna get as much space there. You always want to have a lot of space when you go out on a hunt so that you can actually get as many items as possible or carvings that you need. Alright, so our next hunt is going to be the Caeserber, and this one is, again, unique to the Monster Hunter Online series. Let's see. So I already completed this one. Perfect. Oh, no! I don't want to accept that one again. Okay, let's see what other hunts we have available. So, here's the case. I think this is the one that I did last time. Now, some of these you actually have to capture, and I'm not sure if I'm selecting a capture or kill, so I'm hoping that this mission is a kill, because I need to learn that. So I'm sorry, guys, if I'm getting the wrong one here. So here's Caeserber, and we have to just select him here. Yeah, right here. Okay. Onwards we go! One thing I forgot to do last round was I forgot to eat my ration, and that little meat thing that I have selected at the bottom of the screen, that actually increases your stamina bar. So as you can see now, it says max, so we're maxed out. Oh, here we go. So there's the Caeserber. I'm gonna try to sneak up on it a little bit and get a paintball on him. Boom. So this is a unique monster. Once you start breaking pieces off the monster, you'll start seeing visible scars and scratches. It kind of also indicates that you've done enough damage on them. Oh, I'm gonna get hit again! Oh, nice, I see it. I stunned them for a second there. Whenever you get the monster to flinch, it's the best, because... Oh, is he running away? No, he's not. When you get the monster to flinch, it gives you an opening a few times so that you can get a few more hits. I gotta sharpen my weapon now. I'll use this opportunity while he's swinging away or throwing dirt. Alright. Oh, he's got me targeted. If you've played any of the other any other Monster Hunter series, there's a monster called... Oh, I'm trying to remember the name. He's a pink monkey. That body smash that he did on the ground there. Wow, I am not doing great. I mean, he doesn't take off too much health, but... That slam there reminds me a lot of the one monster in another, in one of the other games. Ooh. See, it makes my character flinch a little bit there when he hits the ground. I'm really trying to remember the name. I know he's in this game too. He's a giant pink monkey, and we'll probably see him in another episode. Monster Hunter Online has a few restrictions, though. They try to set it up so that you can't get everything done all at once, since it is fairly easy to progress, kind of like the other games. So I believe the cap is you can unlock 2 new monsters per day to fight. Obviously, one of the things that you want to do, though, is focus on the monsters that you actually do have unlocked, so that way you can actually get create the sets of armor and pieces that you can use for the guy. Oh, crap! Gotta run away! Whoa, oh, God! Wow, that hurt. Thank you, cat friend. Oh, he's gonna do his roll move. Sorry, what I was saying there before I saw him pick up a giant log is that you. Oh my God, I'm getting hurt a lot here. You want to try to focus on fighting the same monsters. It is a grind, but it's a fun grind because then you have to collect enough pieces to create and craft the weapons and armor. Now we won't be doing that in this series. I'll just show you the hunts, and then in the next episodes I'll probably already have the new items. And oh my God, Helix! I lost my train of thought. I think I broke his face there a little bit. So yeah, you can see this visible scratch now. So, so we are weakening him. Sometimes your cat will get knocked out and he needs to take a second and go underground to actually heal. So as you can see now, he's back, and it looks like he's got an aura, which means he's pissed off too. I'm not sure how much damage he's actually doing to this monster, but... Oh, yeah, he's focused on my cat. Hey, it looks like I'm level 10 now too. Oh, my weapon... Oh, so this is a telltale sign that the monster is starting to get fatigued, and I think he might try to run away here. Let's see. Oh, wow, my cat killed him. Oh, that's kind of funny. So, the winning blow actually went to my feline, not me. Here I was on the sidelines just sharpening my weapon like a dunce. Alright, so that was Caeserber. Eventually what happens is down the road when you start getting up in ranks and hunter ranks, you can actually start getting fighting harder versions of the same monsters. They start getting new attacks, new abilities, and you start getting higher versions of the materials that you can basically harvest from them to make better weapons and armor. So that's how the tier system works. There's even also subspecies of the same monsters. So I believe there is one of Caeserber, but we'll find out down the road. I think it's like a golden Caeserber. Alright. Nice. 2 successful hunts. This is just the beginning of things. I know it looks a little bit easy. Trust me, things do pick up in Monster Hunter. And that's the fun part. You start off slow, and you start building your way to the top there. Wow, look at me. That's the victory blow there, is me sharpening my weapon. So it looks like this one was actually a bigger Caeserber than the other one that I fought. So here it shows the first Caeserber I defeated. He was 536.44 centimeters. This one is 581.69, so a little bit bigger. Alright guys, so thanks for joining me on this very first exciting episode of Monster Hunter Online. I'm going to continue doing this series for you all and seeing what new monsters are available in this game. Hopefully we can get pretty far into it and start fighting some of the bigger, nastier beasties. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if you like the channel, you know what to do. Happy hunting, guys, and I'll see you all on the next level.